Hello, this is Eden with Helixx VR. Today I'll be taking a look at Ninja Legends, a melee fighter for PCVR and Oculus Quest. The PC version, which I'm playing, supports the Valve Index controllers as well as Vive or Oculus. In this game you use a variety of weapons and special powers to kill attacking ninja, generally by cutting them into smaller pieces. It may look like you just wave around a sword to slice a wave of enemies, but it's all about the timing and there is more to it than that. There are 3 modes included in this game: Story, Endless and Challenge. In Story, you complete 18 levels to unlock content. In Endless, you choose an unlocked level and keep going until you die as it gets harder and harder. Challenge mode changes each day, but it will set you against some difficult circumstances where the level, weapon and power is already decided for you. In all the modes, the basic concept is the same. Defend yourself and kill the attacking ninja. Enemies will run at you and attack. They might stab you with a weapon, or even try a flying kick. Either way, you need to use your own weapon to block any attacks which get close enough and attack back. The only locomotion is room scale, so you physically move around and use snap turning, but you generally stand in about the same place while the enemies come to you. You can attack with weapons such as a sword, staff, claws, or more after unlocking them. It's worth noting that wiggling the weapon about will only do minor damage. You do need to give it a decent swing. Enemies have critical points, so a strong swing at the head is usually the way to go if you'll be safe. Different enemies can take different amounts of damage, so repeat as needed. Weapons knock back enemies, so if they're not dead in one hit, you do buy yourself a little more time when attacking. This is very useful as things become more and more frantic, as you might have 5 or more swords coming at you all from different angles at the same time. As you kill enemies, your gauge will fill up. This goes to levels 1, 2 and 3. As soon as it hits level 1, you can activate a special power and time slows down to let you use it. If you let it fill up more, you get to use a more powerful version. For example, one of the powers is an energy blast. Level 1 shoots a small blast from your hand. Level 3 shoots bigger blasts and from both hands. If you time these right, they can really save you. As attacks slip through, you'll notice a health bar go down. You fail the level if this goes to 0, as you'd expect. Attacks will get through unless you're very good. At first the game goes easy on you, but it doesn't take too long until you're surrounded with enemies attacking from the front, sides and behind you. Arrows let you know about enemies behind, but it gets incredibly hectic and difficult to defend. If this gets too tough or even too easy, you can change the difficulty mode. At the end of each level, you get a score and you see where you rank on the leaderboard. Scoring takes a few things into consideration, like how much damage you do, how much damage you receive, how many attacks you block, and your time. It doesn't really explain it in game though. I often get 1-star ratings, but I still place pretty high on the leaderboard, which I admit confuses me unless it's just that difficult. Now, I found the combat to be a lot of fun. The physics did feel a bit weird at times though, even more so on the occasions that the enemies just went flying off into the distance. It's definitely good that you're encouraged to use the weapons at least somewhat as you would in real life for max damage. The weapons each felt unique in how they handled. Each one needed getting used to between the range and the best way to hold and handle it. I was quite impressed with that, as other games may have just thrown in a few different lengths of swords. It's worth pointing out that this game is very much a workout. You may find yourself breaking a sweat. It is worth it for those times when you kill 4 enemies at once and get a mega kill shoutout though. Now, as well as the content I already mentioned, I'll note that there are some fun secrets to unlock as you proceed through the game too. On to graphics. The game looks good enough. The graphics don't really stand out as amazing, but they're all very well put together. I particularly like the environments. As for the audio, the background music is definitely on theme. The sound effects are very arcadey, but the whole game is really. The game costs approximately $20, €17 or £16. I think that for the amount of content and fun, it is worth it. That said, be aware that the game does get very difficult, so some people may not actually be able to see all the content. Ninja Legends is definitely a fun game. I do feel like it gets too hectic at times, but that's part of the fun of it. Dealing with the enemies behind you does feel a bit unfair at times, even with the addition of arrows, but overall I feel they've done well with the gameplay as a whole, and changing the feel of the gameplay by changing weapon. Once again, this was Eden from Helixx VR. If you'd like to see more content like this, please remember to like, subscribe, and if you really liked it, hit that alert button too.